in America. Jim the Trucker here. Today, we are going to talk about our government. I just want to, as an individual, one of the people, congratulate our politicians, our mayors, our senators, our governors, and even our president for committing the biggest political suicide in the nation's history. You've drawn this out too long and you're drawing it out too far. And the people are tired. The people are starting to rise. And the people are fighting back. The lies, the misleading broadcast, the adjustments of facts, we're done. We've had enough. We want our lives back without the political control of the people we pay. That's right. We pay you. To process and operate our country at the needs of the people, not at the needs of your big fat pockets. And what in the law gives you the right to pass ordinance and laws without proper due process? Ladies and gentlemen, any of you out there who are watching, pass it along to your family, your friends, your neighbors. Enough is enough. We have lives. We have families. And not all of us out here have big fat pockets where we can sit at home and chisel away our bank accounts. We need to survive. A lot of us do know how to survive on our own without the access of a promissory note. But either way, we still have bills. We still have accommodations. And we still have needs. Like I said a few minutes ago, everybody, the government works for us, not the other way around. It's time to stand up and redress your government, our government. We the people, we are the boss. We pay them. Sales tax, property tax, school tax, all that tax that you give to your government. Is the paycheck we pay them. And their job is to operate this country to the satisfaction of the people, not to the satisfaction of themselves. Dig into your law books, and I'm not talking about penal laws. I'm not talking about legislation laws. I'm talking about this country's laws. Dig into your law books, read up, knowledge yourself, and fight back. Pass that information along. Educate somebody else. Teach them, make them stronger. Let's take our country back. statistics say that this is a trial to see how far they can push us in the future for a more major event. Well, let's show them that they can't push us. I mean, I've already proven it in other statistics that nobody has the same information. Everybody's information is different. Everybody's numbers are different. And nobody is on the same page. What does that tell you in mind thought? If you play poker and the person on your left is portraying that they have a full house, the person on your right is portraying that they have four of a kind, and you're looking at a straight flush, what is the actual facts until you see the evidence? The actual facts is you assume. Well, that's what they are creating. They're creating assumption. The assumption that their numbers are politically correct, which we all know they're not. The hospitals have been ordered to use any crisis for a fatality or hospitalization as COVID-19. Well, you can see why. The hospitals, the medical institution, is a big contributor of political donations to the politicians so that they can operate in the means of their skyrocketing marketing for medical care, prescription drugs, all that nature. Here's a for instance, it's a factual for instance. My wife had some heart complications and had to be taken to the hospital in an ambulance. The hospital is 4 miles away from my house. 4 miles. They checked her vitals when they arrived. They put an EKG monitor on her, put her on her stretcher, and transported her to the hospital. How much do you think that ambulance ride cost? $886 to go 4 miles with 10 minutes worth of work. That's my point, ladies and gentlemen. We need to build up, get knowledge, and fight back. We need to take back our country. And we need to really screen the future representatives to take the reins and do right for our country. We were the strongest country in the nation. We are not no longer. In reality, if any one of these other countries really wanted to push strong and hard, they would probably defeat us right about now. Because not only do we have headstrong politicians, we may have the largest military force in the world, but we don't have the smartest people in the world anymore. We have greed. Greedy people are running our country. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. They care about how fat they can get their bank account. How much land can they take from you? How much longer can they keep you in a mediocre poverty situation? And I do mean that in both aspects. I mean mediocre and poverty. How long can they keep you down? There's truly no reason to have homeless people. But they brainwashed everybody that a homeless person can go get cleaned up right now, take a shower, shave, everything else. But because he does not have an address, he cannot get a job. Because he does not have a photo ID, he cannot get a job. And that's he or she. I'm not trying to distinguish the difference between man and woman. I'm just saying it as a metaphor. That's for both, male and female, no matter what race. It doesn't matter, because we are all people. But that is their plan. That is their ways. And they have most of these people stuck on social services and disability because it's free money. Well, look at it, people. Look at it in reality. Yes, I can sit home on disability and collect, what is it? I think the minimum right now is $785 a month from Social Security disability. At home month after month, well, $785 a month, that wouldn't even pay my rent. It don't even come close to paying my rent. So I pay 2/3 of my rent. Who pays the rest, and how do I survive? Now you go get you a job at McDonald's. Let's say you only work 30 hours a week. At minimum wage. Not everybody has the same minimum wage, but let's just use a low-grade state, $7.45 an hour at 30 hours a week. Well, that right there is a $300 and some odd a week paycheck, take home. So that's almost $1,500 a month, take home. For one job, not even full time. Do you see the reason in people? Let's break out of the slump. Get your knowledge and push back. Push back in legal means. Don't get violent, don't get crazy, don't get stupid. Know where you stand. But don't break the law doing it. And I do mean the law. I hope everybody gets this message. I hope that everybody understands where I'm coming from. Some people will have disagreements. Other people will have outside opinions. But that's what makes you a human being. And I have no anger for you for having your own judgment or opinion. That's what makes us debaters. That's what makes us stronger. Hearing other people's thoughts and ideas. But we can't live on thoughts and ideas. We need to live on facts. And the fact is, right now, we are getting pushed around. They are seeing how far they can push you down in the mud before you trip your trigger. Let's show them that they can't trip our trigger. And we can still fight back with strength, stay positive, and do everything in a legal means. Thank you all very much. Hope you have a gracious and safe day. And we will see you out there. Jim the Trucker. Love and peace. I'm out.